fast racetrack, and his chances, I'm going to give him about a 70% chance of making it all the way to the front. But boy, depending on how many green flag laps, without cautions, it's going to be a tough road to hoe.
Miles has really found a rhythm in that thing. He's looked really good. The back row challenge, now that's been around for a long time. One of the more famous back row challenges, I think, that kind of put the back row challenge on the map was old Jack Hodenschild, the wild child. Oskaloosa, I think he went for 50 grand and got her done one night, and that kind of built the legend of Jack Hodenschild, right? You know, so it's pretty cool. It's hard to do. I think Travis Hagen did it once in Estevan a years back. It is very, very, very difficult to do.
Like I say, the more green flag laps, the faster the racetrack, the harder it gets to do. Kind of a dry, slick, slower track makes it a little bit easier maybe for a guy to make his way up to the front. Once again, 20 laps on the True Community Bank scoreboard. Field is forming up.
Waving in one, fans. Waving in one. The drivers are going to give you a salute them right back. County Fair. Let's build some energy in the grandstands. I'm going to grade you all night, you guys. We got to do a better job than this, okay? All right, that's a C+. All right, so the next couple features, we got to get after it a little harder.
We might have to have them stand up, which is asking a lot.
That's asking a lot, but we will do it.
Even for guys like you and me.
Yeah, we're not going to stand up, but we can see who's not standing, though.
Here we go, Dusty Lawson and Parker Verlandry on the front row. Flagman will look him over. Out of turn number 4, the engines come up to speed. And we are green.
20 laps now for Miles to try to get from the back to the front. Now, if you do 1 or 2 a lap, you're in really good shape. There's 1, there's 2. Lindsay, I'm going to let you keep an eye on the lead, and I'll keep an update on the back row challenge.
Dusty Lawson out of turn 4, leads lap number 1. Parker Verlandry in second. McCambridge in third. Palm in fourth. 5th spot's in Nordrum. Looks like a 3-car breakaway. Dusty Lawson coming out of turn number 4.
Contact between Tomlinson and Tomlinson racing hard for 12. Trying to split the Kevin Lawson for 11. You can see tear off after tear off after tear off coming out of these cars. It is sticky, it is muddy, it is racy. These guys have some very good lap times going. Dusty Lawson leads another one.
Looks like there's a little slick spot over there at turn number 1. Dusty Lawson a little sideways out in front of the field. He's going to have to be careful and negotiate that next time down the road. 4 laps in the books.
Up and over, we got one upside down. Red flag, red flag, red flag.
Oh my. I didn't see that.
Absolutely.
A bunch of tubes and welded them together and hoped that it went straight.
So the sprint cars of the 50s, 60s, when they went from super modifieds to these, this is what a traditional sprint car would have looked like back then.
Yep.
So.
As they evolved into the 70s, this is what they started looking at. 16 laps to go. Dusty Lawson will lead the field around. The flagman will take a look. And we are back to green.
Single file restart, so it stretches them out here a little bit. That's a class rule, which is trying to keep everybody safe, steady on these restarts. We got a race for the lead coming to the grandstand.
Track starting to slick off a little bit. You can see the leaders a little bit sideways down in 1 and 2. The traction is up a little higher in 3 and 4. Dusty Lawson leads another one. 6 down, 14 to go.
Doug McCambridge gets a really nice run out of 2. Dusty Lawson has always done a really nice job of staying smooth on these bottom to middle racetracks. It really fits his driving style. They're going to be side by side through 1 and 2.
McCambridge with a big drive down on the inside of Dusty Lawson. He's going to challenge for the lead. Cambridge sideways down there. Dusty Lawson powers back around. They're side by side across the line. McCambridge gets off the bottom of the racetrack. Much better. Big drive down into turn number 3. He's going to slide it up.
Dusty gets on the gas, drives right back around him. Dusty's going to keep the lead at the flag stand.
McCambridge with that big drive. Dusty Lawson's watched him come up on the inside of him twice. He's going to hug down on the tires out of 2. Dusty Lawson leads him down through turns 3 and 4 one more time.
Halfway home on the True Community Bank scoreboard. And that's sun setting in 3 and 4 as they race hard down there. McCambridge threads it through the middle. They got a little bit of lap traffic. They're going to work through it. Lap traffic off the top. And I believe that will bring out the yellow flag.
Caution flag is out.
Dusty Lawson's going to set his own pace here. He's going to start the field through 3 and 4 when they get to that cone. Leader sets the pace through the sunset, looking. Green flag out of 4.
McCambridge takes it up into a little bit higher line. Good drive off the bottom for Dusty Lawson. I'm sure that sunshine is creating a lot of glare and some blind spots as these guys charge down into the corner.
You can see they're searching at both ends. The line's kind of moving around in 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 as well. They're starting to move it up the racetrack. The moisture just keeps moving. And speaking of moving, look who moved into the top 5. Duncan for 4th, the 15T of Miles Tomlinson.
Dusty Lawson likes that traction down in the bottom. McCambridge has got to look somewhere else. He's going up top shelf. Gets a little pushy up on the high side. They cross the line. 7 laps to go.
Basically a heat race now. You got a dash. 7 to go. Tomlinson up to 4th. Got Corey Pullman third.
Take notice underneath the second place car. You can see a little bit of steam coming out. That car's overheating.
It looked like
McCambridge.
Yes. You could see something dragging under there under the caution flag, after the red flag with Hardigan. You can see something dragging, and I'm not sure what it is.
Yeah, I believe that's an overheating issue that McCambridge is dealing with. Out of the turn, green flag is still out. He's still on the hammer.
Now, Lindsay, from experience, when you're racing for the lead, you do not look for that temp gauge.
Nope.
You just cover that one up.
The problem is, if all the water goes out of the radiator, the temperature actually goes down, and you think everything's fine.
Everything's fine. You can't take a temp when there's nothing to take a temp of.
McCambridge, a good run on the high side, challenging for the lead. Here comes Miles Tomlinson. Tomlinson into 3rd. McCambridge up on a high side. He's going to challenge for the lead out of turn number 4. The steam still pumping out from underneath that machine. McCambridge looking
Dusty
high.
Lawson moves up. Takes his line, does a beautiful job through 1 and 2.
Dusty Lawson can feel him on the outside. You can hear these cars as they're challenging. And he moves up a half a lane. He's blocking. 2 to go.
2 to go. McCambridge all over Lawson. Tomlinson made up 0.3 of a second there. I don't think it's going to be enough time. Down the back straight, lap and a half to go.
Oh, the drama. McCambridge.
Oh, get tight. Oh, Miles Tomlinson smoking. 1 lap to go. Lawson, can he hold on?
Dusty Lawson, 1 lap to go. Can he make it down the back straightaway? 1 set of corners. He sails it in, grabs the traction out of turn number 4. Checkered flag away. Dusty Lawson.
What a race.
My gosh. Car up and over.